The only way anything great ever gets done in this world, commitment, consistency.
Oh, I can imagine that, doing it every day? You're saying I can't do it anymore for 2 weeks and then quit? Most of you in here, you're quitters. You don't have consistency, you don't have control, you don't have discipline.
You want to be a champion, but you don't want to work like a champion. I dare you to give 120% and stop choking. Most of you won't be successful, not because you can't do it, but you can't outlast your old you long enough to get to your new you. I challenge you just to give a month where you say, for 30 straight days, every practice I'm putting in 120%. When I'm tired, I'm gonna keep going. You can't buy discipline, you can't buy drive, you can't buy effort either.
No matter how hard you work, there is somebody inside of you that works even harder. No matter how dedicated you are, there's somebody inside you that's more dedicated. No matter how committed you are, there's somebody inside of you that's more committed. I'm trying to get you to push yourself to a point that you have never been to before. Because when you get to that point, you're gonna propel to another dimension of your life.
Can't nobody stop you but you. You're not average, stop acting like it. You're not average. Why you being average? You're not average. Why you being good when you're not good? You great. When you gonna step up to the plate? You're greater than that.
What could you be if you worked as hard as you could? What could you be if you imposed real discipline in your life? What could you be?
I want to see how far I can go. I want to see what I can accomplish. I want to see what I can do, what I can be, what I can have. I want to see what my life would look like if I didn't count the cost. You get to a point where you don't count the cost. You just do whatever it takes to get whatever you want. Every single day when I wake up, every minute of the day, every hour of the day, I have an opportunity to give 120%, to give blood, sweat, and tears. Every opportunity is the last opportunity. Every opportunity I have to reprove myself again, because the day you become content is the day you die. It's all or nothing. It's all day, every day. What you did last week don't count. Today is the only important day. You got 86,400 seconds in a day, and what you do today is gonna determine how far you go. What do you do when 1,000 other people want exactly what you want?
Sometimes it ain't about who the most talented and gifted. When talent meets talent, talent is no longer enough. Now it's about who has character. Now it's about who has integrity. Now it's about who's dedicated, who's committed. Now it's about who's gonna show up on time. Now it's about who's willing to do extra.
It only takes one extra push-up. It only takes one extra mile. It only takes one extra grade. It only takes one extra effort. It only takes one extra something to get you to where you're trying to get to. And the goal is you gotta go a little further than the man who's trying to get what you're trying to get. You have to outwork them. You gotta outgrind them. You gotta get up earlier. You gotta stay up later. You gotta embody excellence.
So you got to prepare yourself. You've got to develop yourself. You've got to practice. You've got to work. You've got to do your homework. You got to do your research. It's not easy, but through practice and practice and practice, practice makes improvement. And competency builds confidence. And confidence feeds into competency. See, the better you become, the more confident you feel. And the more confident you feel, the better you want to become. You can always better your best. You can always go beyond anything that you have ever done. You never hit a state of perfection. You're always bigger than what you do. You realize that you have no ceiling, that you can better whatever you've done so far. You can go beyond that. You don't become cocky and arrogant, feeling that you've already arrived, as most people have. No, as long as you're breathing, you got some more work to do. There's something else for you to achieve.
And I can tell you right now, there's going to be lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of times, in fact, the majority of the time, that you are not going to wake up in the morning and say, dude, I can't wait. I can't wait to go get my ass kicked. That's not going to happen. So you have to say, hey, I'm going to do this regardless of how I feel. I'm going to execute, even if I'm having a bad day. Even if this shit's going wrong. My shit is getting done day in and day out. And that is the fucking secret sauce about winning. Shift your mindset from, I got to feel like doing it, to it doesn't matter if I feel like doing it. I'm going to get it done anyway. Do you have the capacity to execute at a high standard when you don't feel like it, especially when you don't feel like it? Because when you don't feel like it is when everybody else quits. And that's when you widen the gap between yourself and everybody else. I'm competing against Joe down the street. And when he comes in on his 4 days and he doesn't feel like it, he does half-ass. But on my 4 days, I'm executing at the highest level because I've developed that skill set of discipline to do so. Over time, I'm going to widen that gap further and further and further away from that dude. And this is how the game works. It is legitimately a mathematical equation. How many days did you win? How many days did they win? It's not luck, it is fucking math. And if you can push yourself to perform on a high level every single day of your life, regardless of how you feel, you'll look around and realize you're the fucking winner.